at an overarching level, transformation, of course, has several components. Technology is important. It's not the only enabler. So from an enterprise perspective, I think it's key to focus on the desired business outcome, work backwards, and use these various levers to design a solution that can achieve that outcome. Otherwise, it becomes a little bit of a vanity project. So if you look at it from that perspective, on a holistic basis, you need to look at your people and process levers, right? And also operating model also falls into this, right? So right from re-engineering, centralization, and standardization, to things like composition of talent and expertise for optimized delivery. And then you factor in considerations such as cost and location constraints, offshore, nearshore, work from home, outsourced, and so on, right? Then you have tech levers, and these are increasingly varied. And it becomes important to cut through some of the jargon and think about where these are actually appropriate. So, for one, you have infra-based levers as well. You have cloud versus on-premise, and then you have systems of record like HCMs and other systems of record. And then you have smaller systems which supplement the systems of record, which is things like payroll, benefits, and so on. So all of these systems together, they constitute your tech baseline. And then we have other next generation technologies coming into play, which serve predominantly two purposes. So one is they fill in the gap in the tech baseline that you have, and two, they enhance the ability of some of these tech baseline components. So these would include solutions like robotic process automation, AI-based solutions, both for automation and for advanced analytics, blockchain, process mining, and so on. Again, just to reiterate, while looking at technology, it is going to be easy to be drawn to that next shiny object. But what is really meaningful at the end of the day is getting all of this to work together seamlessly to deliver tangible business outcomes.
You do hear a lot of these buzzwords around technology space that are sort of impacting the payroll, be it RPA, be it blockchain, be it AI. What's your take on how really are they impacting the payroll process, and how much of usage do you see of these technologies in the payroll?
I think automation in particular certainly does play a key role, right? So it can certainly help us move towards that ideal goal of end-to-end touchless payroll. So for instance, you have RPA, which can be used in various kinds of data transfer situations. It can be used in, let's say, things like pre and post validation in payroll. It can be used for reconciliations. All of these end up enabling quicker payroll runs, and often with lower error rates and at a lower cost. Then you have AI-based solutions, right? And again, a variety of use cases here. Some of these are, still in experimental phase, and we are still scratching the surface on some of these, right? But I think the prominent ones today are you have virtual agents or chatbots for employee queries. Now, not only does this enable automation by tackling some of the volumes that comes in as part of the employee contact center, but it can also help improve experience because chatbots can be deployed 24/7 and without much interruption, right? So apart from automation, you can also have AI-based solutions for other things such as anomaly detection and prevention. Again, this simply enables you to catch issues with payroll based on previous patterns and historical data, or all of it is machine learning enabled. And then you have predictive analytics, various use cases being explored here, from prediction of leave and absence to estimating attrition and so on. So now all of these tools actually have greater impact than what is immediately visible, right? So because when you put this together, it tends to be greater than the sum of these, right? The impact. So imagine, for instance, that the payroll runtime and cost is significantly reduced due to automation. This in turn opens up a world of other possibilities, such as on-demand payroll, right? So one of the reasons why they follow a fixed monthly or a weekly pay cycle is that it simply requires considerable effort, cost, and time for a payroll run. There are, of course, other issues such as cash flow, etc. But once we remove the barrier of complexity and cost, then many organizations may be willing to experiment with off-cycle pay runs. And so again, the benefits of automation may actually extend beyond that of the transactional and cost saving to more strategic outcomes like employee experience, talent retention, and so on.